all you know is that your word should carry your truth at minimum. Let it carry your truth so that other people can believe in that truth and know there's life in it and be like, hey, let's go. Let's go crazy.
So here's one for you. The state of the tech scene in Seattle. Talk about the pros and cons of the tech scene in Seattle.
The tech scene in Seattle. I would say the pros is that I would say it's still emerging. I feel like there's the opportunity.
Even with all the Microsoft, Amazon here, you still say it's still emerging?
It's emerging because I feel like it's not vocal enough. And if you have someone who's vocal, they can emerge from anywhere and be that voice. And not only can they be that voice, they can aggregate more people together than they ever would have imagined to accomplish X, Y, or Z. Doesn't matter. And so I would say the pro is there's that opportunity. The other pro is that I believe we have depth. I would say, and even largely when I was thinking about helping to help sponsor this PNW AI hackathon, was that when you look at Silicon Valley, a lot of what they're working on, I mean, I want to say a lot of what they're working on because I don't know everything they're working on, but a lot of what they work on is very surface level in the sense that they're moving at speed. And when you move at speed, you can't really move at depth. But when you're a place like Seattle and you think depth because you're more risk averse and you're prone towards what can even be closest to adoption from a commercial setting, meaning I just came from Microsoft, I just came to Amazon, how do I just sell in or get buy-in to Amazon or Microsoft? You tend to build more so towards an exit or an outcome, or even more exact, a problem that needs a market. Well, you already have the market, but you're building for a problem that you know once you have that solution, you're getting closer to something. I would say in that process, though, something that would be interesting to see Seattle companies do that other Silicon Valley companies can't do is recognize ways in which they can pivot, not just the business model, but pivot what that product market fit from a commercial side can look like, and create that level of what is the true product differentiation, because that's the next layer of development, especially with AI. Especially with AI, if you are the AI talent, you can pivot way faster than anyone else. First of all, if you're AI native, you can pivot faster than anyone else. If you already have the depth, you can already, if you already have the depth and you have the access to commercial companies who are interested in acquiring that company, you already now have your buyer. And so if you live in a market like Seattle, in which you tend to be a little bit more safe, why not then take that other risk and say, hey, I've got this product fit, let me go a little crazier, and then do the next thing. And I think if as founders that approach is taken, there might be this extraordinarily interesting effect in which deal flow might start coming here from the series C, D, E, F, G, E, F investors from Silicon Valley. Because not only have we identified product market fit very early because we tend to be more enterprise, but now we realize we can also pivot way faster than anyone else can, not only because we understand technology deeply, but two, we can pivot because AI enables that, but three, we already have the safety net of a commercial exit, which quite frankly, a lot of Silicon Valley companies sometimes don't have because they're moving at speed and they don't have the customers. They don't have those buyers right in their backyard. So I would say that is the pro. The con is that. That world, especially a company now, I think Microsoft has just reached its 50 years old now. I don't think people are looking to be that anymore. What's the point? I mean, you can sit on a great salary with your wife and kids, have a great life, and not care about that. I remember I saw some statistic recently where what tends to happen at most hackathons is top talent from some of these corporations, they come in and they build something that's actually novel, but then they're like, I don't know if I want to spend my whole life doing this when I could make a significant amount of money at Microsoft or
what's it called, the golden handcuffs?
Yeah, golden handcuffs.
Make your 6 figures,
yeah,
stock, maybe, nice house.
Well, what's the point? Why would you? And it's true, especially now with this climate where there's this expectation that sooner or later there's going to be a recession. But I would encourage, especially now, if you are somebody who does actively work within some of these top tech firms, especially now, there's been a rise of incubators, accelerators, and studios that are hyper focused on finding talent that emerges from commercial spaces and funding them. There's Antler. There's so many. They'll give you 100, 200, 100, 200,000, 500,000. I mean, my company will give you a significant amount of money. If you're a technical and you just have another co-founder who's probably just as technical and you build something. And so if I can even tell individuals who are looking to start a career or in high school or middle school, start figuring out what exactly is your niche. And if it's technical, go all in, go extremely all in, because the opportunity for you to be one of these founders who you're not taking a risk when you are no longer at some of these top firms, and you can take a risk with somebody else's capital, do it.